Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for just subscribing. If you haven't already, thank you. If you have, for subscribing, for liking, for commenting. I'm just in awe of you all, and I think I'm a little bit disorientated even before I started this recording, because I usually channel live, but there has been some big channeled messages that have come through, and so I wrote it all down. Basically, I journaled all of it, and I'm gonna go through it all with you today. So buckle in, make yourself your favorite drink. This is going to be majority channeled messages for the divine feminine. I feel that most of the divine feminines who are listening to this reading will resonate with this mostly, but there are also messages in here for the divine masculine. And right at the end, I've pulled out some tarot, so I've got some cards for the divine masculine and for the divine feminine. Yeah, so we're basically getting some big energy, and let's just go in. Let's just delve straight in. Okay, so what I'm seeing is there are fears being played out. There are fears being played out in the dream state. There are fears being illuminated, possibly in the 3D, but I feel mostly it's in the 5D and it's in the subconscious. So as I drew a card, I was asking, what do the divine feminines need to know right now? And the card that came out was the chrysoprase, and it's spelled CHRYSOPRASE. If anybody wants to look that up, because I'm going to refer to it as a crystal or a stone. So chrysoprase is about fearless movement. That's the card that came out. And basically, it is the Master Crystal Deva Lemurial. That is the card. It says that the divine feminines are asked to open the all-encompassing love and to be present. So step forward into your uncharted waters of life's experiences. That this card has been channeled for guidance, that there needs to be no fear regarding union, and there will be continuous joy, because that is your divine right. So this card is here as a representative to spark and relight that flame of individuality within you. Allow your unity with all to become known once again. So feel your yellow fire. Feel the card's yellow fire in your solar center of self, linking it with a pure green ocean of your unconditional heart, under the perfected guidance of the eternal white light. This is a message from your twin flame saying that you and I are now one. Our union signals to the world your path is undefined, created every moment, with every moment embraced. The choice of fearless movement is the name of the most holy of holies now lives in you. The mastered path of the masculine is your blessing to the world. Your footsteps there to follow, lest they succumb to physicality's trap. The ever-present fear of choice and freedom, which breeds inactivity and failure. So this opaque stone is similar to jade, but lighter. It contains a little bit more yellow and white in its frequency and makeup. And it's a very rare stone. It's got a really nice quality and natural pieces that are really hard to find. And predominantly because it was aggressively exported out of Australia. That might resonate with some of you, not everyone. Because it's originated from Australia, where it's primarily found into Asia and sold as Australian jade, pardon me. And that's one of its other names. So if you are wanting to look for Australian jade, that is what you are looking for. And this crystal signifies healing. So this mineral's purpose and ability is given away by its color. So the crystal is about fearless movement. And this will make much more sense when I do a second channeled message. So this is going to be in 2 parts. And if you want to chapter this, please do in the comments box. So basically, this mineral, this crystal, you are being powerfully activated in your solar plexus chakra. And this is regarding identification of self and connecting it to the open, unconditional green vibration of the heart chakra. With the presence of this white stone, it then involves the crown chakra. And that's where you're linking to spirit for guidance. So the outcome is the crown, the heart, and the solar plexus are working in harmony to direct life in a fearless manner due to the presence of spirit, unconditional love, and understanding self without ego. And with this powerful ability to link spirit through unconditional green frequency, we work with this stone. And you, even if you don't have this stone, it doesn't matter. Imagine you are holding that stone. Imagine, visualize this stone. You know, it's got specks of yellow, it's got specks of green and specks of white, that it's leading you to have a greater understanding of the cycles in physical life. So you can integrate greater acceptance of yourself and others. You can accept the higher levels of hope, compassion, and forgiveness. And this is actually a stone to heal a broken heart. And it is actually a teacher for men that have lost their female balance. So I'm getting a lot of messages regarding the female wounds, the female traumas and heartaches and abandonment. And I'm also getting for the divine masculine the imbalance between their divine feminine and masculine within. So they are trying to find, you know, in amongst the chaos and amongst the challenges, how to balance their own inner feminine. And as a more physical level, this actually is a specific stone for the prostate gland, the testicles, and the ovaries. This stone in itself has been signified to reduce stress, nightmares in children, increase fertility, and help balance hormones and get rid of depression. So the healing for today is about opening a new and creative pathway that will be filtered through the heart under the guidance of your highest parts. So this mineral, this stone, will help you recognize your infinite nature. So you can embrace unconditional love. You can tap into the green frequency, allowing you to come into the physical world and follow your heart. And this practice often creates the most beautiful things in the world. But in order for you to do that, you need to tap into your personal power, your individual spirit, in combination to this journey. So if you are imagining, if you're doing a meditation, for example, imagining the yellow and white and green energies of your precious gifts. And this is the card where a lot of divine feminines are truly feeling the sense of union. This is not about craving your divine masculine. This is not about obsessing over them. This is actually feeling in your heart and soul that you are destined for union. Like unequivocally, you have this inner belief. This isn't going to resonate with anyone. And for those of you who stuck with this message so far, congratulations, because it's going to get deeper than this. So the divine feminines who are resonating with this message and this particular mineral is asking you to prepare for action. So you're going to be linking the crown, heart, and solar plexus chakras together each morning with light and fiercely manifesting the waves of movement that you came to create. So this is an action stone to say, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Whatever it is, it won't go away. So this is your affirmation for today. Write it in the comments box to claim, I am fiercely taking action. I am love. I am wisdom and power. Thank you. Amen. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace peace peace. So this is basically a channeled message to say, open yourself up to more love. You know, if that is what you yearn for, allow it to come into a package that you are familiar with, but you are able to step outside of your comfort zone, to trust your heart and embrace the opportunities that are bestowed upon you, and you're able to receive these blessings. And as I said earlier, when you believe you can have it, it is done. So do it. So then basically I had this conversation yesterday with my cousin, and we had a very long conversation, and this is the channeled message, and this is where we really get deep into spirituality. So before I tell you what the channeled cards messages came around, this very much signals the card that I pulled earlier regarding that mineral, the Australian jade. So when I asked, the Gene Keys book, it is by Richard Rudd. For those of you who want to tap into it, this is by no means a plug or a ad. This is literally something that I'm personally doing for my spirituality, for my spiritual journey. And it is about a book of energy and DNA and gene coding. So when I asked, what is the energy around the twin flame connection at this time? The gene key number 28 showed up. So if anybody resonates with these, you can obviously look this up to yourself. But I'm going to be adding my own channeled message to this. So it'll be a mishmash between what Richard Rudd has said and also what I'm channeling for the collective. So first and foremost, take care of your kidneys. Do forward folds. Forward folds are very, 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 very uncomfortable for people who are holding a lot of trauma around their kidneys. You know, do forward folds, cry, let your emotions be heard and embraced and released, drink more water. And for some of you, I would suggest avoid standing too much or avoid sitting down too much. You know, find that balance. Maybe do some meditation around your kidneys. So the Divine Feminine, this has been a theme for the last 2 weeks, basically. Divine Feminines are constantly being guided towards union by focusing on their inner healing, focusing on their own abundance, focusing on their own fortune, focusing on the connection with spirit, with source, with their inner goddess. And the channeled messages that are coming through is that this is the same theme for the twin flames, purpose. So when you're following your purpose, even if you're not clear of what that is exactly, you're unlocking your manifesting power and your specific gifts. Now, I know what the title source is giving us, that this is such an important message, but this is profound. Like, I've literally got goosebumps. Because there are forces in the world that are purposefully going to challenge you and your ability to find your purpose. There is going to be an outside force, or some of you, many of you, this is an inner shadow, your dark side, which will keep you from stepping into your purpose or something that you've never followed through with. So it could be your wounds, it could be your traumas, it could be trigger, it could be pain, it could be your ego. As I mentioned earlier, right? That is going to keep you in your proverbial safe zone. And I don't mean to go back to the card that I channeled at the beginning, but basically we're saying step outside of your comfort zone, right? Do it. Action it. But this is a warning. This is a whisper from source asking you, if you're at this point in the reading, this message is for you, because this is not going to resonate with everyone. And again, I will be putting it up on the channel, but I probably will be doing a members only for this, because this is where it gets really, really deep. It's 12:22 on the clock. So this is exactly where you are supposed to be if you're here listening to this. So the whispers from source is asking you to embrace your shadow. And the shadow is the fear of death. And this is quite a big fear for many humans. So there are two paths that most humans take. They either avoid thinking about death altogether until it finally catches up with them, or it consumes them to the point that there is a constant reaction to the fear. So they try all the things to avoid getting older. I don't know, night creams, injections, you name it. They all do it to reverse the process of aging. But what I'm asked to reiterate is that there is a fear of death that lies in every human being. And again, I really recommend you check out Richard Rudd's Gene Keys book, because that's basically where I'm getting my information from, but I'm also adding my channeled messages. So they basically talk about, well, he normally talks about, in all honesty, it's in our genetic makeup, right? For millennia, humans have done anything to avoid death because of basic survival needs. That's how we've evolved as humans. We've killed for food, we've defended from animals so we can survive and stay alive and evolve. But we don't really need to fear that anymore, because we are really, really safe. We are the most comfortable we've ever been in this world. Besides people hurting people and the wars, that's a completely different topic. I'm not even going to touch on that. We are, as a generation, living longer than we've ever been before. And so death, and the reason that is important, is it leads a person to question the purpose of your life. But one core purpose is to evolve. As humans, we are here to evolve. We each hold a creative process. But in order to unleash that creativity, you must embrace your dark side, or the deepest fear, which for many people is death. And this is a good thing, because when you're put under pressure to take action, and this is where it aligns with that card, which is so magnificent by Spirit, you're under pressure to take action, to take risks and follow your vision and your dreams in this lifetime. Because here's the big message. You must look deep into your fears in order to find your purpose, because your purpose lies within your fears. Let me just go through that again. You are asked to delve deeper into your fears so you can find your purpose, and your purpose lies within those fears. Why do you think most people actually a lot of people get famous or make a lot of money? Because they talk about their challenges. They talk about how they got to their successes, and it's from their failures, it's from their fears, it's from running away from something that they weren't able to confront, and when they did confront, they found their purpose in life. So I was listening to a podcast actually, and they were talking about Greek mythology, Greek mythology, and how the Greeks, and it didn't matter which status they were in life, but they used to go to a spiritual ceremony to die before they would die. So they would rid the fear of death, because spiritually they have died and they've been reborn, so they can pursue the greatness in this lifetime. And then it is said that you must die before you can live. And so the fear of not finding your purpose is really dressed up in the fear of death. So people don't want to figure out their purpose because they fear death. They're fearing living. They're not truly living. And this is where they're feeling trapped by the system. So you might be thinking, well, I've got monies, I've got responsibilities, I've got taxes, and some of them are afraid to follow their dreams because they don't want to appear to be selfish, right? Oh, I have to do this because I'm required to do this. This is my responsibility. I need to go pay the mortgage, or I need to pay the house payments, the car payments. I need to look after my family. And then that basically means that they can't follow their dreams. Things hold them back from pursuing those dreams, and that could be the very thing that is needed to be of service to this planet. So my solar plexus chakra is on fire right now, and this is basically aligning with, for those of you who know about shamans actually help you eliminate this fear. And this is what I was saying about Greek mythology, is people who go to these spiritual places, they take psychedelics and they uncover their deepest fear. Most of them is fear of death, and in sense they are reborn to fulfill their purpose on earth. And by no means is this advice. This isn't for you to go and do this. This is just saying, if you're hearing this and you've come so far in this channeled message, you are being encouraged, you're on the right path. Like, this message alone is so freaking deep that you are on the right path. If this resonates with you, if you've switched off, then obviously it didn't. But the final point is that the wholeness comes about as your deepest fears are embraced and accepted. So you're slaying your inner demons and absorbing the light inside of yourself to shine. And these are the people who pretend to be happy, but they're lacking the depth to go deeper into the darkness of their souls. Some people who don't embrace this are rash. They have addictive behaviors and they hate being in silence or stillness. So why is this significant for the twin flames in this lifetime? Well, when you embrace your whole nature, pain and pleasure, when you're in full awareness that true purpose is found in the moment and not in the distant future, because you can build something. You are building something you can't really see until it's complete. And you are building the true path of your true destiny. So when you're facing your inner demons, as I mentioned in a previous reading, your challenges are your lessons, are your blessings, because these demons are in fact angels in disguise. You're able to handle adversity. You're beginning to serve something much greater than yourself. So the more deeply you accept this fear, there's going to be this element of lightness coming through this fear. And the more you love, the more lightness you're going to feel, the more love you're going to feel towards life. And that true purpose is giving yourself each moment 100% of where you are, rather than anything to do with a specific achievement. So your true purpose is to give yourself 100% to this very, very moment. Even if it's just listening to this channeled message, you're giving 100% to this moment rather than, I don't know, the outcome of union. So we've got Archangel Michael come here as a representative of good. And he embraces Lucifer in his arms rather than killing him. This is just one example to say that the only way to fulfill this myth is transmuting Lucifer's divine essence into a force even higher than himself. So Lucifer reveals himself as God. And that's how Christian myth should be read. And other cultures describe the same dynamic. So why is all of this important to know? Well, when you're in this state of surrender, when you own your fears, including dying, you're reborn into a state of consciousness. You're living the immortal truth of your own nature beyond time and space to realize your true purpose in life. And that is also connected with being in the highest vibrational alignment of your twin flame. You are highlighting each other's shadow side. So whenever you're triggered by something, your twin flame does, directly or indirectly, you're being asked to face those fears head on. So I had a dream in my subconscious. I was opening up abandonment wounds regarding me and my twin flame. And it's something where I didn't feel secure about that led me to surrender some more. And when I delved deeper into self-love, when I sat with the fear of abandonment without changing it, guess who messages me this morning? My twin flame. And that is the true meaning of your connection. They mirror, they show you your shadow sides. And that's why they run or ghost you or ignore you, because you are doing the same for them. And this is going to dissipate. But individually, we're asked to delve into our deepest fears. When we are doing that work separately, we still need to do that when it comes to union, when it comes to being in union, during union. You're still going to work on this. You're still going to have to work on your inner fears and your inner demons and your shadow sides, which are going to be revealed to you during union. And the work doesn't end, but the purpose expands into unity consciousness. And it's 444 as I say this. So the angels are confirming these messages are huge. They are big. And this is a new insight for twin flames. For those who want to embrace their true purpose and union in this lifetime, embrace your shadow side. Embrace your unity consciousness and embrace your fears. And that is the pathway to union from spirit. That is the biggest message I've ever channeled. And I literally, again, my solar plexus is just fire. So I've got cards for the divine masculine. In the past energy, we've got the 9 of Wands. What I'm getting for the divine masculine is there has been this immense struggle. There has been this fear. Their shadow is being asked to withhold, to put up their walls, to repeat those old stories. Because their shadow sides is saying, you know what, I'm just going to give up on this. You know what, it's not working. You know what, I'm going to hold this person at arm's length and I'm going to keep my walls up really high and I'm going to give up. But the 9 of Wands is saying it's a glimmer of light. It's the hope of resilience, of defiance, of, you know, keep going, divine masculines, because you need to find these motivations in spite of those difficulties. And the divine masculines are being asked to not give up right now, to continue towards this success, to keep building, as I said earlier, even if you don't know what you're building until that final brick and you're like, oh wow, this is what I've been doing this whole time. That's what I feel like spirit is saying to both the divine masculine and feminine, that it's really, really important to remember how far you've come, to keep pushing on, to keep believing in your dreams. You know, allow those limitations and those fears to dissipate and remain open and trust. For the divine feminines, wow, polar opposites, but I feel like there is a massive reason for this because we've got the 9 of Cups. So for the divine masculines, we've got the 9 of Wands, stick with your resilience. And for the divine feminines, we've got the 9 of Cups. And this came up for the divine feminines yesterday too, but it's actually saying that the universe is gifting you your desire. Universe is gifting you this. So choose joy, manifest your dreams, be grateful, be in abundance. And if there's one thing you can take away from this card, and this is in your past energy, so I feel like what you've been working on is coming towards you. So enjoy these life's pleasures. Enjoy sinking into the awe, into the present moment. You know, when I said earlier, be in 100% of your true purpose, even if it means, you know, making food or, you know, going for a walk, be 100% in where you are. And when you're 100% in where you are, this is a big twin flame union confirmation. So open yourself to be grateful to the gifts that are coming your way. That is the message that I'm getting for the divine feminines. For the divine masculines, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. I love this card has come out again because it came up yesterday twice. The divine masculines are saying that they have all of the wealth. They are building their fortune. They are building their wealth. They are building a generational legacy. And they are being asked at this current time to prepare for the inevitable. Prepare for your long-term success. And that this is so big, you are going to be spreading it around your loved ones. You are going to change your perceptions of love, of family, of home, of abundance, of marriage. You're going to have all of this level of abundance. And I'm feeling this energy is coming up soon. I'm genuinely feeling this energy coming up. We've got like some kids dancing in this card, and we've got, you know, what I'm seeing as a future vision of the mum and dad and a dog and children and laughing and success and happiness. And you are worthy of all of this, divine masculines. You're able to manifest this in your reality from here forward. So when you are in 100% in your energy, you're able to manifest your future because you are in this 100% energy. For the divine feminines, what I'm getting is there has to be this moving away from addiction. So if you are wanting to hear from your divine masculine, if you're obsessing about what they're doing, if you're worried about what's happening, why haven't they called you, why haven't they texted you, why haven't they connected, you know, you're hearing all these messages on tarot that they're going to connect. This is a big message for you, divine feminines, to heal all of your darkness. So just as I said earlier, what are your biggest fears? Because the devil is coming up for you in particular. And this is where I found Spirit's messages is aligning all these three different big messages into one. Because actually you're needing for liberation. You need to discern what's healthy for you, what's unhealthy for you. And it says that healing is found in the darkness. So embrace your shadow self. We've literally been talking about this for the first 25 minutes. So stop lying to yourself. Stop succumbing to temptation. Stop blaming your divine masculine for not being awakened already. You are on the cusp of a breakthrough. You know, you are creating your reality. So stop feeling helpless. Stop feeling that you're being chained. You know, in the traditional tarot deck, you've got two people chained by the devil. And it's like, oh, I can't do this because my divine masculine is unawakened. Forget your divine masculine right now. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, your own healing, your own health. What bad habits are you clinging on to? Because remember, where you are now isn't where you are going to be in union. So how can you prepare for union? How can you clear the clutter? How can you be the conscious individual who is already in union with your divine masculine? What does she do? How does she act? How does she take her coffee in the morning? So imagine you wake up in the morning and you are saying hello to your divine masculine who's laying beside you. Do you make them a cup of coffee? What does your day look like? Where do they go to work? Where do you go to work? And just try this for a day. I'm getting a big confirmation just to say that you are able to do this in a manifesting way as long as you're in a free and light mood. But keep focusing on your own healing, in your own fears. And actually in that darkness, in this uncertain place, you're able to free and heal everything. So this is a big confirmation for the divine feminines. What I'm seeing for the divine masculines, though, is some future energy is around learning something new. Now, this could be refining skills to go into higher education, to be an apprentice of something. But I feel like for some divine masculines, it's going to be starting this relationship and figuring out as you go along. Like, this type of connection has never, ever happened to either of you before. So how can you stay curious about one another? Be open and willing to learn about each other, about your connection, and expand your consciousness. Be open to opportunities that Spirit is giving you, is what I'm getting. For the divine feminines, we've got the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Wow, big messages. Because what I'm getting right now is there is a need for you to rebuild. Stop trapping yourself. And I feel like this is a lot of energy regarding... sorry, I just found more cards under the back of the deck. So I'm going to call these cards out as well. So basically what I'm getting is the divine feminines have been alerted on what are the next steps for this union. And it is about casting the light on their shadow side. Now, when I flipped over the card deck, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. So it's coming out of your own bad habits and your own behaviors. So you can illuminate all those shadow sides. You can get out of your own head. You can, stop all of the self-deception, the betrayal that you're putting on yourself. And at the front of the deck, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So it's about rebuilding the relationship with yourself, Divine Feminines. So this is all happening to rebuild and elevate yourself into this new state of consciousness so you can find that purpose. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. As soon as you do this, everything will be illuminated, and the Knight of Cups is here. So this is a future projection about you clearing up all those devil energies, all those habits, all those thoughts, behaviors, actions that do not serve you being in union with your Divine Masculine. So you're acting single, you're acting independent and self-sufficient, but that's not who you're going to be in union. So once you let those bad habits and behaviors go, you're going to be opened up to this new level of abundance and happiness. But you need to find that abundance and happiness by casting the light on your shadow side. The Divine Masculine will be here waiting for you, because they know that you are the High Priestess. And this is something that you can bring into this world for a higher purpose. But there needs to be a challenge to awaken you first. There needs to be this yin yang balance. There needs to be this temperance between your own divine feminine and masculine shadow side. And now at the bottom of the deck, at the end of those messages, we've got the Ten of Cups. And that is union with yourself, with your own divine masculine and feminine. That's coming into harmony with who you are, what your purpose is, what drives you, how are you chasing your dreams, how are you pursuing and fulfilling your life's worth in this current scenario. And once all of that has happened, I feel like it's just natural that you are going to be in union with your Divine Masculine. And by no means will the lessons stop. Don't get me wrong. I feel like there is going to be more lessons when you're in union, during union, but that's a good thing. I feel like this is a big message for anybody who's obviously stayed to the end. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know if any of this resonates. And I'm getting that a lot of angels are supporting this connection. There is no denying your connection is being watched over, but it's for the highest and best good for every single person on this earth. It sounds really melodramatic, but I feel like that's why you're here. That this message truly isn't going to resonate with everyone. I've probably lost them like 20 minutes ago. But what I'm getting is those of you who really do get this message, you're leveling up to this higher level of ascension, which means you're going to change the world, not only individually, but you and your Divine Masculine. And that was another big confirmation. Right, I'm going to leave it right there. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening to this. Thank you so much for being here. And oh my God, many blessings to you, your purpose, going through your shadow side and coming out the other side and finding your happiness, finding all of the joy and abundance in your here and now. Okay, I love you so much. Sending so much love. Bye for now.